Hey, thanks for stopping by, you guys. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. We are live, I hope. So leave me a comment. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm hoping.
We are, in fact, live.
Woohoo!
So awesome.
Go green and save during
the.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's why I had to mute myself.
Sorry about that. I had to mute that out. Hey, awesome. Okay, so who is waiting around? You guys are really, really sweet to wait and hang out until I can figure out my tech problems. Always seems to be something, right? So, hey, movie review. Thank you very much. And Brickhead family, nice to have you here. Awesome. Hey, lights, camera, and Lego. Very fun. Good to have you here too. And of course, my good friend Chop. He's here to help me out. So, hey, say hello, Chop.
Hi. How you doing, everybody? Let's see. Am I in on the shot? Oh yeah, I am. Yep, we're gonna do the Mech.
Oh, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Huh? Let's see. Am I in on the shot?
Nope, you're good. You're good. No,
they should be able to hear me. They probably wish that they couldn't hear me. I had everyone smash that like button while they were waiting for fun.
Awesome.
So we got, and then I told them we got 4 likes, so the stream's done. That's all we needed before the stream even started.
Yeah, that's so helpful. Thank you so much.
They like that. They're like, oh, they laughed because I was like, okay, stream's over. We got our 4 likes. That was our quota. We made it.
There you go. You're so funny. You're so funny. Okay, so let's see who else is here. We want to say hello to the Lego Man. Hi there, and Jacob Bricks-a-lot.
And Jacob Portal Obsession.
Awesome. And Gallagade.
And Corn Hansen.
Super fun. And hi, Corny Hansen.
And Mach Brick.
Hey,
and did you say lights, camera, and Lego already?
Triple decker couch. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So last time we had a stream together. I was building this little baby. I'm trying to remember, what were you building last time, Chop?
Oh my goodness. I did the picture frame, the Lego store picture frame, remember?
Yeah, that's right. That was awesome.
Yeah, I did that live. So because I had done the other picture frame live, the Michael's event scam. So then I did the nice one, the follow-up, the happy stream.
Right. Awesome. Right. Let's see who else just jumped on here. Rach the toy reviewer. Hi there. So nice to have you here.
Hi, Rach.
Very good. So guys, so I built this, and I'm sorry I was running a little bit late today. One of the reasons was, believe it or not, I had my 5-year-old granddaughter over, and she was helping me, as she loves to do. But I knew that I really love this particular Unikitty, this angry kitty, but this thing like totally falls apart like nothing. I mean, it just and it's so pathetic because all these pieces, like this is a unique piece. If I had lost this, I would never find it again. So I had actually put it away in one of the drawers in my Lego room because I knew if she found it, she would have to take it apart. And that was like 2 weeks ago, and I literally lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, I have like 10 drawers where it could be.
You didn't know where you hid it, so you hid it on yourself.
I hid it on myself.
That's classic.
And so ironically, the funniest thing is it wasn't in any of the drawers.
Oh my goodness.
So, you know where it was? It was actually tucked behind one of the Lego sets that I have hidden away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Yeah, you think you're doing a good job by hiding it, and then it's not because you hide it. You don't remember where you hid it. That's how good you hid it. Like you hid it so well that not even you can find it, then that's kind of like counterproductive, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So we got to say hello to Dareth Dojo. Hi.
Oh, Dareth Dojo's here. Hi, Dareth Dojo.
So nice having you here. We're just going to have some fun today because we're actually going to take apart. I'm going to take apart. You actually, I'll stop talking for a second so people can see. You actually have, do you have the double-decker couch and the triple-decker couch?
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to see the double-decker.
You want to see it? Do you not have it, Vickie?
I do not have the double-decker couch.
Oh, that one? You think this one comes with good figures? the whole basis of buying this set was the figures. And guess what? I don't think I took them out. I just grabbed this. I've had this built since I bought the set. And the double-decker couch, it has a different for the seating. It has studs instead of the jumpers like the new one has, but it's a little bit wider and a little simpler, but it didn't have an alternate build or anything. It also came with Emmet's smart car, and then it came with unique Unikitty, I believe Batman. People can correct me in the chat. They probably know the figures. I can actually grab the figures out. I have all my Lego Movie 1 figures in a box. But yes, through the magic of editing, I have mine built already, Vickie. So we can tear them down together. I built this last night. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to build because yesterday we were supposed to stream and I was all pumped and super excited. And then something came up with work, as it normally does, for this time for Vickie, not for me, actually. Usually my work interferes. But Vickie had to go in, so we rescheduled for today. So I was like all set up to build, and then she had to go to work, and I said, "Oh, okay, well, I'm going to build this."
Awesome. So you know what I'm seeing on the YouTube camera? I'm seeing my feed, but I'm not seeing your feed.
Okay, so what's going on is there a white border around me or on yourself on the feed, on your feed?
Is there a white border? No, there's a white border around me. But
yeah, around you. That's what I meant. Sorry. That means you're presenting yourself, Vickie. This is a common thing. Adults do this all the time on the streams. They'll present someone or present themselves. So it's not going to switch when we talk.
Why? Oh, no.
Just click on yourself and the white bar will go away.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Oh, thank you for...
It's A-okay. So everyone who didn't see what I was showing, here's the double-decker. That's the stud option for seating, so you can stagger the guys.
Awesome.
Pretty much almost the same build on the back for the bracket and everything. They didn't change much. So, and then the triple-decker couch. Okay, they're talking about... So, CD Bricks is here. Hi, CD Bricks. I got a message from your dad, from Lego Dad. Hopefully, I will get this. Hopefully, if you guys see me at Chicago, please come say hi. That's the whole point of going, is to meet the people. Does anyone know the figures I'm supposed to be looking for the single or for the double-decker coach? Because I do have all my figures.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. You know, that came out a couple years ago, I think.
This is one you get. Oh no! I just dropped Ghost Vitruvius. Oh no! I'm getting them. So it does come. It comes with the Ghost version of Vitruvius, where he's like, "Woo!" Here,
oh, neat.
So that's one of the reasons to get the set. I think that's the only way to get him. And
awesome.
Then, okay, it comes.
Oh my gosh! Okay, did you just see? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I love the Ghost. That's really cool. So did you see what Lego Maniac just said? Vickie and the Chop sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon show. Well,
oh god, yeah, yeah, or afternoon cop drama.
Oh, right.
Next week on Vickie and the Chop. They have a run-in with some Leppin smugglers.
Hey, boy, that Ghost thing looked really cool. I love that. And
yeah, he's even got his shiny cape underneath the Ghost mold, and he's got his headband on the Ghost mold, and he's like, ooh.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
You are the one.
I can see why you wanted the characters for that. So
yeah, it was totally a minifigure pack, the battle pack. Yeah. So then it came with the Lego Movie Batman, or the Lego, not with the one from the original Lego movie, and then it had a special Unikitty. Where are my? I have so many Unikitties.
I know.
I think I have a box of just Unikitties, and that's probably where she is.
You should do a funny video on your Unikitty collection sometime. That would be funny.
Yeah, just trying to figure out where they're all from at this point. I've tried to collect them all pretty much, and I lost track of where and what I'm missing or have. So
right,
especially with the blind bags coming out, it was all of a sudden it's feast or famine. I mean, it's famine to feast. You got hundreds of Unikitty now. It's like, oh.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm actually, while you're looking for that, I'm going to try to catch up on the feed a little bit. I'm not going to go back too far. I just want to welcome a few more people that have jumped on. So since we talked last, Lego for Life. Hey, Maya, how's it going? Nice of you to jump in here. And it looks like also Lego Maniac, of course, jumped in. And Nice Sajid Hassan Fan. Awesome. Okay.
Absolutely Studios.
Awesome. And BrickTubersNetwork jumped on too. And it looks like Jet Pyre. So I think welcome to all of you guys. We're happy to have you on with us. We're just chatting, building. We're actually about to Lego Destructo here.
There's our phone call. That means the stream has started.
Oh gosh. I
remember last time.
I'm sure you guys hate that. And so my husband is on phone duty for the next hour, an hour and a half, however long we're on. I told him, you answer that phone after one ring. I mean it. The poor guy.
That's okay.
Yes.
So, Darius Dojo says, I told you about, Vickie, I told you about my Lego store mock and I finished it. And there is a video of it on my channel I want you to see.
Ooh, I will totally.
So we'll have to check that out today.
Awesome. I will totally go look at that. You know why? I have finished my my Lego store mock as well, but I was waiting for the lights to come so that I could light it before, before I do the review on it or to show you guys that. So I will definitely take a look at that, Dareth, because I want to see what you did. I hesitate sometimes to look at people's mocks before I present my own mock because I don't want to be influenced by anyone else's mock. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I don't want people to think I'm copying them. So But mine is so different that I don't think we're going to be anything alike. So anyway, I will definitely check yours out. And I actually have the second half of my mock is actually a playground with the mini castle that has the dragon castle on it. So I was waiting to kind of get the two of them so that they fit properly before I go ahead and put my Lego mock out there for my my Lego Superstore. So I'm really excited about that Superstore. It is really, really fun. So that'll be.
I would say wait till you're fully happy before revealing it.
Exactly.
I would do the playground. Tation Harris, hi Tation.
Awesome. So great to have you here. Hey, Julian's Brick City.
Julian, saw you last night. Good to see you again. Darius Jojo, I just subbed so I can check out your store. I just looked at the thumbnail on your channel. It looks cool. It looks cool. So I'm gonna watch that after the stream. I'm gonna check out your Lego store mock because I'm interested. I did one. I've been seeing everyone else's in the community, and they're just all phenomenal. They each have their own little special things about them. So very cool to see another one being made.
I love how they're all different, and that's why I'm trying to, sort of like I look at other people's, but I don't take their ideas because I just feel like, yes, sometimes you want to like bounce off someone else's idea, but you want to make sure you give them credit if you do. So so Gail Gay just asked me a question. She asked me what are all the sets on the table. So I'll just go through and just kind of point some of them out because there really are some fun sets here. So I'm sure you guys remember the Angry Kitty. And Lucy's riding Angry Kitty. That was one of my favorite builds, actually, from the Lego Movie 2 sets. I really, really love that. And I thought that she needed to come to make sure that we do this mech correctly.
That's next on my list of the Lego Movie 2 sets that I must have is the big Angry Kitty.
She is just phenomenal. I totally love her. And, of course, the little one is really cute, too. But the big one is really epic. I did a little, like when I did the review, I did a little bit of stop motion with it, and I totally want to do some more stop motion with her because she's jointed and she's got all kinds of cool stuff. So thanks for asking.
The articulation on her is cool. Oh, good night, lights, camera, Lego. Gotta go.
Oh, sorry, but thanks for dropping by for a minute. So this one you'll recognize it's a poly bag. So honestly, I have like the stores around me that carry Lego are so lame. They're like at least 6 months to a year behind in the poly bags. So sometimes I have to go on eBay and buy them. And I actually did that with this one because it was just so cute. And I loved like the mechanical act on this. I wanted it so bad. So that's the poly bag. I don't know if you guys remember that when that came out. And I'm sure some people have done reviews, but I don't do reviews on everything I build. I just, I don't have enough time to do that. I wish I did.
Here's
But
mine, Vickie.
this is also from the Lego Movie Maker. And it had some really cute stuff so that you could literally do like funny movie making things with the clear stick so that you don't see your hands and stuff. So I thought that's so cute. And she definitely needed to come and make sure this set gets built properly today. So she was totally vested. And then, of course, you have to have Sweet Mayhem in here. So she's in here. And I have too many Emmets. In fact, this is only like a small part of the Emmets that I have. Oh,
That was the problem with the first movie too. It's hashtag too many Emmets. So, and
this
Dora Build is here.
Lucy's. This Lucy was great. She's from the custom minifigures for the Lego Movie 2 sets. So yeah, she had to come along too, just to make sure. And then of course the Disco Unikitty back here. She comes out of the bus, the disco bus. So the party bus for the Lego Movie 2. And Bananar is not have anything to do, but he just had to come and stare because he's just, he's got those googly eyeballs. And I thought like, he is just one of the funniest characters. I love him. And then way in the background are some Jasmine and Aladdin minifigures with Jafar and the genie and stuff. So anyway, those are just kind of what's hanging out on the table here, having a little party with us. Hey, Adore Build Ruth, what are you doing? It's the middle of the night down there, isn't it? Gosh, are you awake in the middle of the night? No way. That's so funny. Okay, and Tracy's Top Toys. Thanks for stopping by. Brick Scheme, hello there. How are you? It's great to have you guys here. And I am not even going to say this right. Can you say that, Luigi?
Luigi Albo Productions. Luigi Albo Productions. Is that right? Did I do very close? I'm usually pretty good, but that one has got extra vowels. Too many vowels.
That's right. Totally, so many vowels. Okay, so Adore Build. Let's see. Is it Friday night? I think it's Friday night where she is, so she can sleep in. Tomorrow's Saturday, so that's why she's up in the middle of the night watching us crazy Lego people over here. So
hi, David Lego Lab.
Yeah, hey David, great to have you here. All right, so
I already cheated while you were talking. I was taking my couch apart.
See, that's just not fair. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I have to do the Lego Destructo thing. So
you didn't see me cheating that whole time?
Yeah, right. I need to get it taken apart. Okay, so this is a shout out to Unoriginal Brick Name. His little Brixie. I just love Brixie. It's just the funniest thing he does on his channel. So I invited Brixie to come over and help take this apart.
Awesome.
Those coffee cups. Hey guys, I already have a ton of coffee cups. I actually, before I bought this set, I actually ordered like 10 of them online because I have a lot of them for some stuff that I do in my city. So anyway, let's get this. We're going to take this apart and, oh gosh, I hope I don't lose any of the pieces. So, well, there goes. All right, so I think we're close enough here. All right.
Okay, it's 1:30 a.m. for Adora Build.
Oh man, you're crazy. You're crazy.
That's okay.
All right, I think that's close enough to being broken. So just in the there you go, Lego Ray.
You didn't see, but I showed you were showing your poly bag of the door, so I showed mine. And I didn't want to interrupt you, but the reason that you had to order this online is because it's not a retail poly bag.
Oh.
This was a poly bag given away for the pre-order of the Lego Movie 2 video game, which I pre-ordered because if there's an exclusive poly bag for the video games, I always pre-order them. So that is why you don't get it at your store, because it was a GameStop exclusive.
Oh, thanks
for pre-ordering.
You always know the history behind stuff.
And of course, it has to come with an exclusive Emmet and an exclusive Starface.
Of course.
It's not a retail, so you got to make it so everyone wants to buy it, right?
It just makes me so mad how they do that all the time, but what are you going to do? I mean, I get it. They have to make money, so they've designed it once, so they've got to make 10 times the money on it, I guess.
I don't know how they make so much money on it when most of the money is going to the secondary market of people reselling it. You know what I mean? But I guess it gets you to pre-order the video game, because they got me to pre-order the video game by releasing. So they got me to buy the Switch game, which I own a Switch.
Oh,
And
fun.
so I bought the game. I was gonna buy it anyway. I said I need that poly bag, and
Did you hear
blammo.
the word that you used, the operative word that you used there?
What?
I need it.
Well, you know me and poly bags. They got me. If they got an exclusive poly bag, I'm gonna try to be the guy to find out how to get it. So.
Oh gosh, I do like the poly bags, but like I said, I just have a really bad retail system up here that they're just awful. Honestly,
Yeah.
I only have 2 places to buy Lego in my area. Otherwise, I have to drive 2 hours to get to a Lego store.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch is
Yeah.
right. So
mine is about 2 hours away too.
yours is too. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I hear you. So I feel your pain, man. I feel.
Yeah.
I really do.
I become it. It's kind of fun. I become a poly bag hunter, and I try to find out what stores they're showing up in, and then I check mine, which doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be there. But it's fun to check. So
Okay, so that's a tip you can share with people, because I have no idea how you find out which stores are doing that. Are you just like showing up in the store and trying to see what they're having, or how?
well, through the community, which is like one of the awesome parts about
Right.
the whole Lego community is other people say I saw this poly bag at this store.
Gotcha.
So that alerts me that I need to be checking in because it possibly could show up, and it's better than just hoping. Okay, if I go in there, maybe they'll have something, because there's so many times when you just walk in hoping for the best and there's nothing there. So it's always better to have like someone say, "I've seen it, it's there." So the chances of you finding it are better than just praying and hoping that it's there. So.
Yeah, and I actually I was gonna get the double-decker couch. I was gonna do the buy it on eBay thing, and then I looked at it and I was like, I don't want to spend $30 on this. So I just decided that if I do build it, which I'm thinking of building, I actually am not sure if I want to build the double-decker couch or try to do the porch. The porch swing.
Yeah.
Because I have the dream house, and so I'm kind of thinking I might like to either put it in the yard of the dream house or put it on the porch of the dream house, because that's kind of in the movie. I think that's how it is, right?
Right. It's on the porch, but I don't know. I don't think that the porch on the actual Lego set is large enough to facilitate that, is it?
No, I don't think it is. That's why I'm thinking of putting it in the yard, because I have my dream house actually has a little yard and like fenced in cute little yard like they did on the movie.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking of like making a separate swing out there in the yard.
Yeah, that would be almost the only way to do it, unless you enlarged the porch, which would then mean the house needs to be changed, because
no, I'm a little too lazy for that. I'm not doing that.
It does. Yeah, so am I. It does seem like a big undertaking to get a porch swing on there. So I get it.
It's a lot of work. 20 hours in a day to build,
Right. I mean, maybe if you bought 2 of the set, but to try to source it from your own parts to build a bigger Emmet's house to have just for the porch to be large enough seems a little tedious.
Yeah, actually, so this is terrible. This is terrible confessions of a Lego-holic. I actually did buy 2 of the dream house because I wanted the rocket ship and I wanted the dream house, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted more. And so I ended up building both of them.
The 2-in-1s will do that to you.
Yeah, because they're both so awesome. But if anybody was going to ask me, I would tell them just build the dream house, because having the rocket ship is cool, but it's kind of a display thing. You kind of have to display it, and how much display room does everybody have in their house? I mean, I can see behind you, you've got a ton of display room.
Not well. I guess you could say I did until I filled it up with.
Right.
It is jam packed. It's like a sardine can of Lego. You can barely fit the shop in here. There's just enough room for me to squeeze in, and after that, it is Lego in here. And I can't display even 20% of what I would like to. So I end up breaking all my sets down. I forgot to mention BrickSpiration Studios is here. It's great to see you, BrickSpiration. I love BrickSpiration Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
He does some really fun stuff. He does
Oh,
some
he's
really cool mocks.
He's amazing. Literally amazing.
Yeah, and I think Restoration, didn't he just do something with Jackhammer? I think he just did some sort of a they were both doing a mock or something, and so
I believe, yep, I believe you're right.
And actually, okay, don't nobody tell Jackhammer this, but Brickspiration was actually better. So I hope Jackhammer's not on here because he'll probably be like, okay, back to you, down with every video.
I think the kitty that comes with the double-decker coach is the sitting down Unikitty that's sleeping. I'm trying to find her head. I feel bad because her head is.
Oh, you're still looking for her, yeah.
Poor Unikitty.
Poor
Too many heads.
No, seriously, I think Unikitty and Angry Kitty must have like they're the richest from the Lego Movie 2 besides Emmet because like there's so many of them.
Right. And I don't know what to do because the older Unikitties, or was it this Angry Kitty that came with the sofa? No, it's not. This one comes with the. I'm gonna make myself look the fool here on my. But
Well, you can't beat me on that. I always look crazy.
Thanks, Vickie, for making me look good. And she's got my back.
All right, let me see here. The brick scheme. Is that an iPhone 10X? You got it, baby. Okay, so check this out. I am so proud of this. I had to get a new phone, and my husband and I were talking about, okay, which phone? Because I do a ton of business on my phone as well because I own a company, and so I'm always on my phone, and I just decided let's just go for the 10X. You know why? Because it has a ton of memory in it, and I can put all my videos that I'm creating on it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So yes, that is a 10X. I'm really happy to have it. So yes, Christine, in answer to your question. Ill-advised childhood. Hello, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. So yeah, I'm glad to see you guys are trying to self-police yourselves here because, hey, moderators need to put an end to the fighting here in the chat. Yeah, I actually just timed a few people out. So.
Oh my gosh, am I supposed to be paying attention? What's going on here?
Well, somebody was just being rude or something. So
okay, well, let's not have it
out till they can act nicer.
Oh, see, Nick is called. Good job, Nick is classic Lego dad, and he says moderators need to put an end to the fight here in the chat. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
The moderators do need to be doing that because, like, it's hard for me to do what I'm doing and watch you kids. Just be good kids.
That's right.
Unless you want us to turn the stream off, because we can do that too. We'll turn the stream right around.
Oh my gosh, you sound like a typical dad. You absolutely do.
I'll turn the stream right around.
That's right. Yes, I hear you.
My goodness, I have 3 Unikitty bodies and only 2 heads. That is a sad day for the kitties. One of them is permanently without a head. Where could it be? Come on now. I found it. Okay. And I still have not found the one that comes with the double-decker couch. So that's fail. Does anyone remember the specifics on the double-decker couch Unikitty? Nick, do you remember? Was it a sitting sleepy kitty?
All right. So Adora Build, I've just given you magic powers, so use them.
Adora Build, use your power responsibly.
Use your magic powers, Adora Build. I just gave them to you. I don't know if you know what that means, but
we trust in you.
Yes, we do.
Good. Okay, have a good one, Corn. Corn Hansen is heading out.
All right, Corny, thanks for stopping by.
How are you already on step 10? Oh my goodness. I thought you needed to catch up on taking it apart. So I was giving you time and now you're ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Vickie pulls into the lead.
Yeah, for 5 seconds, you're like the master builder. I'm not.
Watch out, distracted. Vickie pulls into the lead and we're off.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Sakuna. So nice to have you here. So Sakuna's coming all the way over from Scotland. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
good to have you here. She
Hi,
has a
Dakota.
really awesome channel where she goes to castles and stuff, and does
Oh,
like tours and walks along, and it's so fun because I've never been to Scotland, so I love to see her.
no, you mentioned that channel in one of your 10 by 10s, didn't you?
Absolutely, she's
Yeah, that's where I saw that from. I went and checked her channel out. That is so cool to let us have a look into that stuff that we don't have access to.
I know, it's so true. I mean,
That's so fun. I liked that you did the whole thing where you would do a shout out for a non-Lego channel as well. I thought that was super cool idea, Vickie, because it's not YouTube isn't just about the Lego channels. There are so many amazing channels out there doing amazing things that are interesting to any type of person, and they should get the acknowledgement because there is a lot of Lego channels, but there's only so much you can watch before you start, you know, needing some other content to check out sometimes.
yeah, thank you for saying that because I have a lot of good friends on YouTube that are not actually. I have like just friends that I've met, through other YouTube things that I'm doing, and so it's really fun to have a variety of friends. And so that's something I always think is a good tip to give to people that are really focused just on Lego. It's like, that's fine if it's your hobby and you're just really focused on that and that's all you want to do. But if you're trying to grow a channel, you're going to have to eventually reach out to somebody besides just Lego because, I mean, not that I want to say that Lego is overdone on YouTube, but there's a ton of us.
There's already plenty of content to sift through as there is. And you cannot, okay, I won't believe anyone who tells me that they are only interested in their entire life. Lego is their only interest, hobby, or you can't tell me that there's not other things that just you're like, wow, this is cool. So it's stuff like that. I'm interested in history and castles and traveling, and I don't have the funds to travel. So if I can travel vicariously through someone else, please sign me up.
Yeah, absolutely. And she has some cool castles. Like as a castle builder of Lego, it's fun to see her stuff. So it's fun to have. Woo! Hey, just yeah. The other thing, let me just check. We've got some people are trying to. Do I watch Endgame? Did I watch Endgame? Absolutely. I loved Endgame. I was like, okay.
Absolutely Studios. Do you want to know if I did?
All right, now
I absolutely did not. And Lego Maniac says other things than Lego. I am unfamiliar with this concept. Oh, exactly. What?
That is too funny. That is too funny.
Well, see, I have a lot of YouTube friends that are in other countries because I'm also into toy trains from Japan. Huge into the train culture in Japan because they have such a rich tapestry of train culture there since it's their main mode of transport. So I like to interact with those people. It's a whole different world, but it's very fun to talk to them, them being from such a diverse area. So there is all kinds of stuff to like.
Yeah, and there's so many fun things to do. Like I actually have a friend who does drone flights over like Colorado or someplace out west, and I have family out there, so I just love the landscape out there. And basically, he does it like on Sundays or something, and so he does like a little scripture thing, and then some nice music, and he just flies this drone over this gorgeous countryside, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm totally down with that. And he's such a nice guy. He's a Christian guy, and he's always like really friendly, and so yeah, I think you should have lots of different friends. And also, I think you should have other toy reviewer friends, not just Lego toy reviewers, because they're kind of in the same genre as us. They're just doing other toys. Like, I don't know if you have you seen the insane amount of toys there are in the stores for Toy Story 4? Good grief.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they have in the middle of the aisles, in the middle of the walking aisles, not in the aisles of toys, they have little cul-de-sac or little kiosks of just Toy Story toys. And I'm like, wow. They're going
Yeah,
all out
they're
on this.
cute.
This is going to be a big one.
Yeah, they're really cute. I've been half tempted to do, get a couple and do a few, but I don't know. I can't even get all the Legos built that I need to do. So,
Oh, for sure. You got to pick your battles, and you only have so much money and time, right?
exactly. I mean, you can see I tried to go live yesterday and I couldn't do it because I had to go into work. But anyway, all right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
look. Let's look and see. Hey, Brick Allen, nice to have you here. Very good. Okay, so
Rick Allen, hi.
the Brick Scheme says there are a lot of things to do in Scotland, especially Edinburgh. Yes, she's done all kinds of tours up there. So yeah, totally cool.
Nice. Yeah, Delegate says, yes, Vega Dad, there's life outside of Lego. Yeah, there is. Oh, Lego Maniac says, you mean Duplo, of course. Yes, and Quattro, and Quattro is the other Lego Kids one that's no longer in production. There's Fabuland. And see, that's Brickhead Family. Thanks for reminding me, Nick. They do other stuff too besides Lego. They take you on vacation when they go to the water parks. They do other toy reviews, and it breaks up the monotony sometimes and gives your channel a little depth. Because if you're doing Lego, like we were saying before, there are so many people doing it that there's only so many reviews of the same set or that you want to watch. You know what I mean? You can only watch a review.
I agree.
You can't. I mean, after you've seen 4 of them on the same set, you pretty much know if you're going to buy it or not.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So it's good to diversify your portfolio. Okay, there's some good advice there. Brother from another brick has joined us.
Brother from another brick, what's up, man?
I hope you're recovering.
Yeah,
I know he got some stitches out.
Oh, good.
Last week he got some of his stitches taken out, or I don't know if he got all of them. Hopefully, I don't know.
Oh man, here's my first problem.
Uh-oh.
Here's my first problem. I have a piece I can't find. So you know what that means. That means you're gonna win. Dang it.
Well, I think I was gonna win.
Oh, I know what it is. You know what it is?
What?
I have a bag of pieces that I forgot to
put
on.
I think I'm already past where you are.
You're gonna win anyway, man. I'm such a lame builder.
No.
Yes,
not even about that. Everyone's a winner when you build with Lego. Okay.
So like my live streams, I can remember for a long time my live streams, I literally could not build and talk at the same time. So I would be reading the stream the whole time and talking to people.
Yep.
And then finally people would be like, Vickie, we're trying to talk to each other so that you'll actually get something built. And I was like, oh, I think that's a subtle hint that I need to build more.
Oh, for sure. Hi, Brick Glass. Hi, Brick Glass is Miss Amby. So hi, Miss Amby / the same thing. I used to get roasted by Lego Maniac constantly on me and Pasta's streams because I would not get anything built because I was reading the chat. He'd say, so what have you built? And I'd be like, you don't know how hard it is until you actually have to do it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was happy to see him do that 24-hour stream to actually kind of feel the pain of trying to keep up with the chat.
Oh, he did great.
He did do great.
In awe of that 24-hour stream. In fact, I should just put it out there. I think you need to do a 24-hour stream at some point, just because I want to hear what you're like at the end, man.
Oh my gosh. Me? If you look at my stream from last year's 72-hour stream, you'll see it gets a little zany towards that. Oh my goodness, that was insane here. By the end of the whole weekend, it took me a week to feel normal again because I literally tried to be at every stream with only taking short naps.
Oh my gosh.
And it made me physically sick.
Oh yeah. In healthcare, sometimes I'll get called in or something. And so I literally feel like an insane person by the end. If you've been up for, 48 hours straight, you can't even put sentences together. So,
right. Yeah, you're hallucinating and you're overtired. So what you're talking about probably makes no sense to any normal, rational person.
I totally agree.
And got all his stitches taken out. It was amazing. I told him before he got his stitches out, he said he was worried. I said, it doesn't hurt. It feels a little weird when they pull it out, but I told him I never go to the hospital to have my stitches out. I always take them out myself or have someone else
Stop
do
right
it.
there. That's TMI. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, how do you do that, man?
because it's cheaper. You just snip it and pull, snip and pull. You right? You know about it.
My
You know
God.
how to take stitches out, don't
Okay,
you?
I'm in healthcare and I wouldn't even do that.
Really? But if it's all healed up, what could you possibly hurt just by
I
pulling
know it's like the heebie-jeebies, man. You know, it's just like, you know what it is? I couldn't do it on myself. I could do it on other people, but not on myself.
I've had other people help me if it's in a, not that I've had that many stitches, but I have had someone else cut them for me so that I don't cut myself while trying to, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. That's what I would be afraid of, is that I would cut myself and start bleeding. So
Well, you just use a little snippers with rounded tips. Okay.
yeah,
I don't use like a huge hedge clipper.
that's true. Okay, so funny story. My son's a doctor, so he's busy with patients today. So I can tell a story on him and he won't know.
Yes.
So we had a friend who was an acupuncturist and she was awesome. I mean, I loved her. She like helped with so many different things. But my son was in medical school or just about to go into medical school and he had a problem. So I sent him to her and I said, here, help him with this problem. And he almost fainted when she put the needles in him. And I was like, what? You like work in clinics and you do all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, but it was me. I can do it to other people. I can't do it to me. And I was
His doctor credit is going down the tubes right now.
I know, it was so funny, but it's true. I can totally relate to it because when it comes to your own blood, it's different. It's like you can, if you get used to it as, when you're in healthcare, you get used to other people's blood and
Right.
you just sort of suck it up and go for it. But when it comes to your own stuff, it's a little weird because, it's like, So anyway, but I'm glad to hear that Brother from Another Brick is doing better. So that's awesome.
Right.
He's actually continued to like put videos out and stuff. I was like, man, I would like totally take a vacation if I was him.
Oh, great question, Nick. And Vickie and I were talking about that earlier, a little tiny bit. Since it's getting closer to the 72-hour stream, Vickie says she might be able to do a soft like she is more apt to pick a time now. And so hopefully we can get her into the 72-hour stream. I think it would be amazing for her and for everyone else. So
I think it would be fun.
New people can find her. She can find new people. The exposure itself is what I've been trying to say is the exposure just to the community, other parts of the community that you don't normally interact with is amazing. And the 72-hour stream brings all that together.
Well, that's cool.
If we don't have enough people signed up, it's not going to be effective. And right now we're not at the point we want to be at with having people signed up for the stream. So
yeah, like a long time ago, you asked me if I would do that. I'm totally down for it. I just have to be closer to my scheduling because I have a scheduler and I've just got to be careful about, what time I commit to that. So I will, but I would definitely love to do it. I will do it. It's just, I may have to take some weird time. But honestly, the best times for me tend to be during the day, which is really weird. You'd think it would be night times, but that's when I tend to get called out is night times. So yeah, I would love to help out.
Well, what we have, it's funny because what we have open right now, Vickie, is daytime slots, which is not how it went last year. Those filled up right away. So it's the opposite of last year. We have the daytime slots for the US people is what is available right now. So now would be a good time to jump on and make a kind of a soft commitment to a time slot. It can always
That's great. So when we're done here, let's do that.
We will.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And Sergeant Dave is here, and he's in El Salvador for vacation. That's interesting.
Awesome.
Dave, how is El Salvador?
So I think Gayla Gade is going to go to sleep now because I think it's pretty late. So thanks for stopping by, Gayla Gade, and always good to have you on here. Thank you so much for helping people out, answering questions and stuff like that. It's super nice of you guys.
Yeah, good night, Gade. And so Tayshan's been working on stop motion. I'm just gonna try to get caught up with this.
You know what? I should thank you for mentioning that, Tayshawn. I should mention to you guys, I did the announcement for my 1,500 subscriber stop motion animation contest. And I will tell you, I have only had one person submit or, you know, put it out there. So if you are doing a stop motion for my contest, it ends June 15th at midnight. You need to let me know, because right now there's 2 prizes and only 1 person. So you have a good chance of getting a prize, man. So I'm just letting you know.
Well, I suppose it does take a little longer to put one together than it would other things. So, but at least if they let you know that they're working on one,
Yes,
that would help.
Watching for it on their channel.
Right.
So just FYI, the beginning level one is a $25 prize, and the advanced level one is $50 prize. So it's a gift card, and you can spend it on whatever you want. If we want to spend it on Lego, fine. If you don't, if you want to spend it on something else, that's up to you. It'll be like a Visa gift card thing. So anyway, any of you out there that are doing stop motions, and it doesn't even have to be Lego stop motion. I just am a Lego channel, so you know, I assume that most of the people that do that will probably be Lego stop motions. But you know, just put it out there again as a reminder. That's coming up next week. I think the 15th is sometime next, like Friday or Saturday. So if you're working on something for that, please reach out and let me know so that I at least can be looking for it.
Oh, Unoriginal Brick Name is here. He says he entered.
Awesome. Unoriginal Brick Name. I don't know if you noticed, if you weren't here earlier, but we did a little shout out for you because Brixie had to help do some Lego Destructo on the
right. There was a guest. Brixie did a guest spot early on.
That's right. We did a guest
spot. Okay, so Tation's doing the contest, and Galgade wasn't leaving us. She was saying bye to someone else who was leaving.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Mike says Galgade would never leave us.
Oh, well, I mean, it's got to be like, what time is it at her house? I don't know.
It's not that late yet there.
Oh, that's right. It's poor Ruth down in Perth. She's down in Australia, and
it's
she
like dinner time
night. So, Ruth, I'm going to let you off the hook. You do not have to stay if you are trying to get some sleep. And I gave you the power, but I was kind of teasing you. You do not have to just be the only person who's helping us to monitor.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if you need to sleep, you can say goodnight. It's totally fine.
Yeah, you're free to leave.
Yes, I did not mean to like run.
You don't want it
on the live stream.
Oh, you made her a mod, and it's 2
I did, and she was so sweet. She's been like keeping track of the comments. She's really awesome, and I was like, oh, I should not have done that to her on a live stream.
Yeah, especially at 2 a.m. there. It's
I know, right? So please don't. You have to keep going.
You should have made Galgade the moderator because it's only 7 p.m. there.
Yeah, actually, I did want to make her one, so I should do that right now.
She is responsible and she is amazing.
She's a grown-up.
She is a Lego mom, and she knows how to moderate the kids.
Yes. Sorry, Galgade, I just made you.
Adora Build is training for her 72-hour or her 24-hour stream. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh, are you doing a 24-hour stream?
I think she's kidding because there's a bunch of laughy heads.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know what emojis mean.
You must be crazy because
it looks like laughy heads or whatever.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm not emoji savvy, so
yeah, right.
I'm not.
Oh my gosh, I hate it when you have to flip everything over. It's like, oh no.
Yes, it spin and turn and figure out.
What step are you on? What step are you on?
I don't know if I should tell you, but 37.
Oh, I'm sick. I am totally far behind you now, man.
But I'm trying to read the chat to keep us kind of on par, so don't worry. Mock Brick is I join when you make it. Okay, someone asked before if it was an international contest for the stop motion. Is it available internationally?
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, it's 100% international.
Absolutely.
So, all inclusive.
Yep.
So do not shy away. Get working on that today.
That's right. The only thing that I did say was it cannot be something from your old stop motions. It has to be something from it has to be published after May 15th and before June 15th.
Right. So don't take your old portfolio and just something out of there and submit it, because that's not fair to the people who did start from scratch for the competition. You know what I mean? It's a contest. So if you just take something that you had laying around on your channel from 3 years ago and submit it, and these other guys are busting their hump to get, make a brand new special one, it's really not fair. So
thank you. That's exactly the point. Yes.
Let's keep it honest and keep it real. Okay.
Keeping it real. That's right.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm just kidding. But it is, it is good to have some integrity and make sure that everyone is following the same guidelines to make the contest fair.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point for me is, and I'm just doing it to say thank you anyway to my subscribers, because it's, they've been loyal to me, and I want to, right back, I want to like give right back to them. So,
Right.
So that's why I'm holding a contest at all, is to make sure that, it's to say thank you to them. And honestly, I was not going to hold a stop motion. I was just going to hold like a giveaway thing. But I had a couple of people who are real stop motion fanatics, and they've been after me for a long time to do that.
I think it's cool. I think it's good. It's better than your than just doing a random giveaway. That's
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, you know what? They really want me to do this, so I'm going to do this.
And it gives an opportunity for people to try their hand at it.
Yeah. Yep.
For that, or B, if they're been doing it, they get to do something a little special to try to, and that'll bring attention to their channel, because when they submit it, and then obviously people who watch you will see their submission, and people will be like, oh wow, I didn't know that this guy was doing stop motion. So it's good exposure, even if you don't win, just to show people that you're out there making stuff.
That's right. That's right.
So,
and that's the whole point, is try something new with Lego. Don't just stick with the same old thing all the time. It's fun to just do different things. You want to try something new once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. And Caligate says, thank you for the hammer. So, it's, you got to put the hammer in the hands of people that are going to use it right.
Oh, did you see what Adorable just said? If she was doing a 24-hour stream, I would be napping while my guest, Lego Maniac, did all the building. That's great.
That is awesome. Right? And before, Robin Hall says, butt job, don't you ever sleep? Because when Robin Hall woke up, I was live streaming with Haley Bricks and Erica Bricks.
Wow.
And so he woke up and I was live streaming with them. So, no, I do sleep. I did sleep.
You do sleep sometimes. Yeah.
I power nap.
You power nap. That's so
funny. And before, I forgot to mention, Lego Maniac said something hilarious about his 24-hour stream. And he said the only time he had trouble building was when I was on the stream with him. So thank you for that confidence.
Oh, well, and I think I sort of gave him a run for his money too, because I was talking too much.
I don't think he's serious. He's pulling my leg. He likes to razz me. He likes to pick on the chop because
it's so easy.
And and he's trying to get me to come to Norway by taunting me. So he's doing a good job. The more you pick on me, the more chances I'm going to show up at your door, and you're going to be like, "Uh-oh, I guess I shouldn't have taunted the chop."
Yeah, right.
No, it'll be fun actually. If I came to visit, he said I could. He said totally come visit, and I think we both have a great time.
Oh my gosh, it's Robin Hull! It's a superstar. Robin Hull came.
Yeah, that's what he said. His first comment, I said, don't you? That's where the sleep comment came from, because Robin Hull woke up to me streaming this morning.
Okay, guys, so this is Robin Hull. Check it out. This is so cool. He sent me his sig the other day with shorts on because he's ready for summer. I just love this. This is adorable.
Yeah, and if you didn't see her upload on it, it's
so
definitely worth the watch when she opens it up. To see her open it up live, or not live, but to see her open it up on camera, fun, super fun.
Thank you.
When you opened his package, like Robin Hall's amazing, and as soon as I saw that you posted that video, that mail video, I was like, oh my gosh. And I watched it and I'm like, that Robin, he did it again.
Yeah, it was super fun. I was so excited to have that, and it's going to be fun because I'm going to let him have the maiden the maiden voyage, so to speak, on the Lego, on the roller coaster that I built. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah, I have a balloon roller coaster that I built. So
that's the homage right there. Partly I'm sorry about that. That's partly my fault, Vickie, that he sent you that Lester figure, because on our last stream I showed my figures in the case up here, and Lester was in there, and I said, you said you didn't have it, and the UK people in the chat were quick to jump on and say that it was still available, and one of them was going to get it to you, and Robin Hall, like a champ.
that was so sweet of him. Yes, I remember that. I was like complaining in a live stream and I couldn't remember, but it was because I saw yours. So there you go.
So is there other things you want that I can show on the stream, and maybe we can get some other people to send it to?
You are terrible, man. That is so funny. You are so funny. I love doing live streams with you, but you know what? This is really bad because I am so far behind you. I have no idea. I totally screwed something up. And that,
I'm only on 63.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. All right, so you have to go read the comments while I try to catch up.
Well, you have to understand how good you're making me feel. You're actually doing something special for me, because normally I get no building done. So you're actually making my day, Vickie, by building so slowly.
Oh boy, you're just really gonna get it.
That's the bright side of it, though. You know, you're helping me. This is very good. I will cool it and try to slow down, and I will read you the chat.
Makes me happy that I'm helping you. Sure.
You fix your mess up, and I will read to you.
All right.
Robin Hall says you can come with the camel meat. Oh yes, I gotta go visit Robin and get his butcher sells camel meat from Egypt, and I'm dying to try some camel meat.
You say camel like CAMEL?
Yes, like the humped animal from the desert.
Get out.
Yep. Wow. And so Lego Maniac says the guest room is there for me when I visit. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hashtag Butt Shop needs to start saving up for Norway. I've always wanted to visit Norway, Sweden, Denmark, that area, for a long years and years and years. And I would love to see that area of the world.
Yeah, I'm sure it's beautiful.
I've always been interested in the culture there. Interested in a lot of. There's a lot of music I listen to that hail from those countries.
Mm-hmm. Well, so who are some of the bands from there?
There's some synth pop bands. Kind of like Depeche Mode or stuff like that, 80s types synth music. One of the bands is Colony 5, cool. Elegant Machinery. There's a lot of like that type of music, electronic music, and that come from that area that I'm very interested in. So it's not that I expect to go like meet them or see them. A lot of them don't make music anymore, but to visit the countries they hail from, since a lot of, I see their in their music videos and stuff, you get to see little glimpses of the country they're from, and it just looks interesting and like just something different than the same old that we're used to here in the States. Grass is always greener on the other side, right?
There you go.
Scandinavia says, Gallagate says Scandinavia, very beautiful.
Oh.
I would love to see that whole area of the world. I'd love to see Scotland, Ireland, the UK. I'd love to see the moors. Don't go on the moors. I'd love to see the moors in the UK. I'd love to see a lot of the castles and stuff in the UK.
Me too. Yeah, that's why I love Sakuna's channel, because I get to visit there every week. She does a couple. I think she does, like when she's on her day off or something, she goes and just films. It's great.
You can imagine if on your day off you could just go visit castles.
I know, right? Oh man, it'd be awesome.
We don't have that kind of history here in the States.
Not quite. We have got a lovely Walmart in our town.
Yeah, we have a Walmart. We're a rather young country, though. So
yes, we are.
All the countries, we are infantile in comparison.
Baby country, that's right.
In mentality and longevity.
Yeah.
No offense, but I had to throw that in there.
There you go.
Oh, Bucktop says I can bring Vickie when I come to the UK for the camel meet.
Oh, that sounds fun. I would totally love to go. I really, England is on my list. It totally is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And like, even if I didn't get to sightsee, there's so many Lego community people that I want to just meet. Like, even if I just got to meet them for like half an hour or an hour, have like lunch with them or something, that would make my day. I wouldn't even need to see any of the sites if I could go to the UK and just like hang out with all of them for just either separately or together, just meet them all.
Yeah,
Just,
and I'm jealous because Gailagate got to meet Kaz. They
right.
met up. That's so fun.
Oh, for sure.
Really cool.
I was hoping that Kaz would have a video of that, and Kaz doesn't have any uploads of her and Gailagate.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah.
I wonder if they thought to film it, or if that was never thought of.
Probably Gailagate being sweet and being modest.
Well, they don't even need to be on. I just love to hear their conversation. You don't even have to have like, I don't need to see them necessarily if they don't want to be on video, but just to be a fly on the wall for the meeting would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's like something you want to capture on film, because it's like you know, your first meetup with someone. That's always amazing. That's how Philly was. Like, I got to meet people in Philly that I have been talking to for over a year and never met in real life. And then when you meet them, and it's just like,
yeah, that's awesome. And you're going to Chicago, right?
Yep, I will be there for the public day only for Saturday.
Good for you.
There's already tons of people that I need to make sure I meet while I'm there. So
that is so fun.
I'm hoping that, because I guess a lot of the people aren't going to a lot of the people that went to Philly aren't going to go this next Philly. They're going to go to Alabama. They're calling it Philly 2.0 Alabama.
Whoa, what? What's this? I don't think I heard about this.
Yeah, Alabama is in January.
Really?
Alabama Brick Fest or whatever. So they're all switching to that one because it's closer for most of the people, the YouTubers,
okay.
Go to Philly. But it's the same distance for me to Philly to Alabama. So I'm thinking about making Chicago like Nick does from the Brickhead family. That's his show.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He lives in Rockford. So it's a hot.
That's perfect. Yeah.
And I'm only like 2.5 hours. I'm only like 2.5 hours from Chicago. So
man, you're
make that my home show that I go to every year for the full event, instead of last year I went for the public days, and this year I'm going to go for the public days because I went to Philly. I can't facilitate 2 shows like that.
Right.
But next year, if I'm not going to Philly, then I can definitely put all my attention towards Chicago.
Put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Right.
But yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Philly was amazing. I got to meet people that I may never. I don't want to say this, but I may not get to see again for a long time, if ever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to say that, but meeting them was a major high point and also a major low point, because after meeting them, I did not want to leave them. I wanted to, you know what I mean? It's not the same being online with them after you met them in real life. I want to hang out with them in real life all the time.
Oh,
you get spoiled.
Yeah, I saw. I think it was Brickatect went to Philly as well, and he was showing how cute it was for Clark Mann and Scott to get together, and I just thought, that's what Lego is all about.
Right? Yeah. I think he was there for the public day. He was there for the public day. Scott and Dave and Lori were all there for the whole event. They were in the same hotel that we were in.
Oh, nice.
So I got to really get to know Dave.
Oh.
And, spent a lot of time with Dave. He's a really cool guy.
He seems really nice.
Yeah, nice guy, down to earth, good sense of humor. So it was nice getting to do that. And, I talked to him a couple times online, but nothing serious.
Right.
You get a whole different aspect. You make new friends, and you get to visit your old friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so fun.
Right. Am I driving to Chicago? Yeah, we'll be driving. Delegate, why are you need a ride? Delegate? I can swing by and pick you up. I have a hovercraft. MJ Bricks was all I got to meet MJ at Philly, and that was one of my highlights. I'm gonna be honest. Was getting to meet MJ. Long time talking with him in chats on streams. Just a year of it, and I felt like I knew him. Never seen him. Never just talked to him online. We met up, and it was like meeting my brother. You know, the first time. A lot of it felt like extended family.
That's totally cool.
You get a bond. It's like me and Nick stayed in the same hotel room with Haley Bricks and Brickanic, and it was like Haley made the best reference. It was like summer camp. It was like a Lego.
Oh man!
You know what I mean? Like you get to.
Now I want to go.
Yeah, you got to go to an event when you get a chance, Vickie. You can make time for one, pick one, try it out, and I don't know, it's amazing, but it was very heartbreaking to leave. It was one of those things where I did not want to leave Philly. And that's why we have that. There's a stream on my channel. It's at the end of Philly. It's Sunday night. Everything's over, and we're at the hotel, and we stream, and it's like a reflection on it, and it's also a lot of hugging, and just it's me not wanting it to end. I'm overtired. I lost my voice. And,
of course you did.
I'm like a little, when babies fight going to sleep, like 2-year-olds fight going to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, fussy. That's how I was getting. I was fighting having to go home.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Gallagher says she's saving up. So 1 year.
Well, that sounds good. I think we definitely have to do some sort of a meetup. If people come to the States, you got to tell us when you're coming, because we will totally try to connect. That would be really fun.
Oh, for sure. If you're coming from overseas, you have to let us know, because then we'll go out of our way to make sure that we get to wherever you're going, because that might be a once in a lifetime shot at visiting with you.
Exactly. Well, and also like
is that her? Yeah. You want to say hi to Vickie? Yeah. Okay. Indigo had her last day of school today, so she's home.
Oh, yay, Indigo, you must be so happy.
Yeah, I am actually.
She had a half day.
Oh, good for you. That's always the best, isn't it? You're so happy you're done.
What are you guys looking for down here?
We're looking for water balloons.
Oh, I know where they are.
You do?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna go help them find the water balloons.
All right, Indigo.
Summer's here.
Yay!
And, oh yeah, MJ says, Nick says that MJ wanted us to sign his Lego gloves, and we did. So MJ has autographed Lego gloves.
Awesome. That's super fun. You guys are too fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Luckily,
water balloons. Have a good time.
Luckily, in this mess of a basement, I know where some things are. Sometimes I don't know where stuff is, but I know where the water balloons are for some reason.
Okay, so I have to just say something funny. Your life is like a horror story. You go to work, you come home, and you live in the basement.
I really like the basement, especially in the summer, because it gets really hot. I sweat in the winter, so in the summer I am more miserable. I'm better with winter temperatures than I am with summer.
Oh yeah.
Which cooler? The big cooler?
Yeah, the white one.
Hold on, let me get you that big cooler then. It's right here, honey.
Well, and we had, when I was a kid growing up, we had an awesome house. It was gorgeous. We were really lucky. And one of the cool features was we had this really nice basement with like a big family room in it. And so that was the place we always hung out in the summer. And like my friends would come over. It was the hangout, you know?
Yeah, because it's nice to get out of the heat. And the sun... if I get too much sun, I don't feel good, and I'm not someone who always realizes that I'm not like I might get too much sun and not realize it. I'm not good at knowing when I'm not taking care of myself, if that makes any sense in a way.
Okay, so I got to go back on the stream a little bit. We're missing out here. These guys are having a lot of fun. So luckily they're entertaining each other. Thank goodness. Let's see. Tayshawn says, I'm working on a Lego playground mock. Awesome. Totally cool. That'll be fun.
Oh, cool.
You have to recommend the show for me to come visit you guys.
Oh,
yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
If you want to, I don't know, you're going to have to, well, you see the streams, Galgade. When you know you have enough money to come over here, which is a feat in itself, pay attention to where the most people from YouTube are going to be at and try to make that one, I guess.
Yeah, that would be the trickiest part, is figuring out which one would be the best one to come to.
So you try to hit because you want to, meet as many as you can, right?
Yeah, like, okay, so this is a terrible, like, sort of, this is totally not meant to be, like, snobby or anything, but for me, Philly Brickfest makes me nervous because Philly is, like, kind of a scary place for a single woman, so, I mean, I'm not a single woman, I'm married, but my husband.
You heard it here, Vickie is single. Vickie is on the market, I guess. She's single. We just found out. I don't think her husband knows, but
no, we're going to stop spreading rumors. He'll kill me.
He's going to be like, what did I hear?
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I think, so tell me, is Philly Brickfest in Philly? Because
no,
I'm just sort of thinking about Philly. I
was going to raise my hand, so I raised my hand. Philly Brickfest is nowhere near Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's very far from Philadelphia. It is in a suburb outside of Philadelphia called Oaks. Funny. It's in Oaks, PA, and it's a suburb. It's safer than where I live in Wisconsin.
Okay, so I've been worried about that this whole time, thinking, ooh, Philly, I don't want to
go.
No,
you're not like downtown Philadelphia. It's seriously, you have to drive a ways to get to anywhere near Philadelphia. There's so many suburbs outside of it because it's a big city. It's just called that because it's the biggest city close to it. It's kind of like Brick World Chicago is not in Chicago. It's in Schaumburg, which is a suburb outside of Chicago. Like, you're not downtown Chicago with homeless people and
exactly.
You're in Schaumburg. It's basically like you're right off of a highway. It's all hotels, shopping malls, and residential. It's the people who work in Chicago but don't want to live there. You know what I mean?
It sounds like a bedroom community. Okay, got ya.
Right. It's so safe, it's not even funny. So don't let the city name connected to it
freak you out. Okay, so that's good information. I just didn't know that. That's
what Nick says. Nick is from Illinois. He says Chicago is done in a really nice city outside the city. Very pinkies up. Yes, it's the rich people who wouldn't want to live in South Chicago. Where you get shot for your shoes. That's not the area. They don't hold conventions, I think, in areas like that because I don't think you get very many public people coming to it. If you held it in the ghetto, you know what I mean? So
exactly. I kind of assumed that, but I didn't know, and I just, I don't know enough about it. So I was like, oh well, no, I don't think I'll go to Philly or Chicago.
They hold it in suburbs where people would pay to come to a Lego event. You know what I mean? Because it costs money for the public to come in, and the public's not going to come there, bring their kids to something that's not in a safe neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
So if it's safe, they generally, the people putting these on, know.
All right. That's
where to know. So
now I won't be paranoid. Okay, that's good.
Right. So yes, no fears.
No fears. Okay. So really, any of the brick events, I would say whatever matches up with Galagade's schedule as far as like family vacation time would probably be the best thing.
Well, if Galagade comes to all of them, I will move to England. Right now, then. Bricksmith is here. Woo! Thank you for joining, Bricksmith. How are you?
Hey, Bricksmith.
And yeah, we're just talking conventions. We're building the triple-decker Mech. MJ's here, Galagade, everybody's here. Bricksmith, I'm so glad you could join.
Oh, Lego Dome 11. Nice to have you here.
Oh, hi, Lego Dome 11. And Lego Dome 11 must be saying hi to Jake's Portal.
I really love how people just connect on these live streams with each other.
That's
you know?
what this is about.
They're kind of hanging out with us, but you know, they know that we're desperately trying to build something.
Well, the real perk is not us. I mean, I didn't come here to hang out with us.
That's right.
To see who's going to be in the chat. I'm just kidding. Bricksomniac is also here. Bricksomniac is Quan down in Florida. Great guy. He's like he's a professional chat moderator for
nice.
community. He's currently sitting in a freezer before he passes out. He's in Florida, so it's got to be pretty. Maybe warm.
Can you imagine? Must be so hot down there.
But yeah, it must be. Well, it gets sticky too. It's not just hot. They get the humidity is killer.
Yeah. So we have a healthcare company, and one of the guys, he's like 30-ish, and so he wanted an adventure this winter. So he went down to Florida for the winter to work, and he just got back. And I was like, "Oh, it's so nice to have you back." And he goes, "You have no idea. It's so freaking hot down there."
Yeah, we went to Disney. When Indigo was 3 for her 3rd birthday, we went to Disney World there in November, and I was sweating. I was in shorts and a t-shirt, and it's November, so in Wisconsin, November it's cold up. So, and I packed all shorts and stuff, and I was I was just dying. Like I was just like, I can't imagine if this is November. I would die in the summer. I would literally pass out.
It's insane. When I was like, I don't know, 18, 19 years old, something like that. I went down
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Okay. I went down with some friends, and it was my car that we were driving. And I got down there, and my aunt and uncle were like, "You should stay for the winter." And I was like, you know what? I was taking a break from college for a year, and I was like, yeah, I totally should stay. So my 4 friends had to take a bus back to Vermont, and I stayed for the winter, and it was awesome until the end of May. And then it was like, I got to get out of here. This is like horrible.
Until your friends said, "Thanks a lot, Vickie."
Yes, they were like, really? And I was like, guys, this is my one chance before I get too old or get married or some crazy thing.
Before I get too old. Oh, that's sad. Before I get too old. Okay, I did something wrong, so you're in luck, Vickie.
Oh, I hope so, because this is how pathetic I am. I'm like really far behind.
Okay,
I made a mistake somewhere, and so I skipped over and started building the rest of it. And I was like, I'll go back to the mistake.
Should I take mine apart and start from the beginning?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I miss you too, Bricksmith. I've been working a lot, so I noticed from my emails I missed a lot of your streams that I got invites to. Sorry, man. I know he's always saying, "Buttshop, you got to come to my streams more." He streams when I'm at work. Well, everyone streams when I'm at work, when I'm there all day, every day. So
it's the truth. I know. And I feel really bad. I mean, people have streams, and I'm not. My schedule is so crazy that I literally only have so many hours that I can hold one myself, let alone, be part of someone else's stream. So I appreciate that you're, willing to jump on with me when you have some time and, do that. That's really nice. So, okay, guys, I'm going to let you know I can't find the 1x3 gray piece. So a green piece is going in.
What? Why do you need a 1x3 gray?
It's
you
I don't know, one of the pieces somewhere. So I can't find it. So I've given up, and there's going to be a green piece in this mech.
Is it light bluish gray that you're looking for?
Yep.
Oh.
I already had. It was like, I think it was for. Yeah, this one is for the other arm with the weird saw on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna have a green piece, and then someday I'll find a 3.
See, that piece should have been on that was used in the actual triple decker coach, so you shouldn't have lost it already.
No, I'm sure I haven't. It's here somewhere.
Oh, I think it's right behind the angry kitty with the brush tail.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah,
so funny. Holy cow, thank you.
Yeah. The Buttshop, the seeker of parts.
That's because I have too much junk on the table.
As for how unorganized I am, I'm really good at helping other people. I don't know why.
If you knew where I was sitting, she's literally right in my line of sight. I could not see it.
Oh yes, he was blocking it. See, I could see from my line of sight. I could see it peeking around, and I'm like, that's got to be it, because there's no way she lost it, because it's in the sofa build, which you had completely built at the beginning. So it would be pretty hard to lose that, you know.
Butt chop saves the day. Good
Yay.
job, man.
I do have good eyes.
You do have good eyes. I have terrible eyes.
That's one of the perks. I got good eyes. That's what I got.
Well, and you know what I think also, I do think like as you get better and better at like seeing pieces, because I remember when I started like, I don't know, a year and a half ago or something, like I had been away from Lego for a long, long, long time. So when I started back, I mean, it took me forever, like, because I was like, holy crap, look at that, some kind of weird piece. It took a while.
Right.
Just for my brain to sort of organize the pieces so that I understood them. You know, it's because if you're away from it for a long time, your brain is not trained in that way anymore. And so you have to really, you know, retrain your brain to think that way.
And not just that, but when I came back from my dark ages, I in the 80s and 90s, they had very few different elements, different pieces. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Bricks and whatever. I came back into it, and I was like, there's like hundreds of new pieces I've never used or seen, and it's overwhelming.
Yeah, totally.
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I really do. That's why I just love Lego, because I think it must be really good for anyone who's had a brain injury, or you know, anyone who's suffering from any kind of mental, you know, suffering going on. It has to be a good thing for them.
Oh, of course, it's got to be therapeutic. If it's therapeutic for me and I don't have any head trauma, just imagine. Well,
yes, exactly.
Legally, I don't have head trauma.
Legally, right. Yes, I'm not diagnosed, but
Gallagher says, "What good eyes you have, Grandma Chop. The better to see you with. The better to see you with."
That's so funny. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Lego Dome 11, thank you for stopping by. So nice that you could join us. I appreciate. I'm sorry. Sometimes we get so like busy, like laughing at each other, that we forget to
wrapped up.
So I apologize for that. If you feel ignored, you're totally not. It's just that sometimes we get a little crazy.
Right, Lego Dome. Well, Lego Dome was talking with Jake's Portal about some sets they wanted, Spider-Man sets and stuff.
Oh,
so I don't think he felt ignored. I don't think that anyone's really getting ignored. Imperial Officer did show up, so hi, Imperial Officer 7.
Nice.
So that way, I think no one's being ignored.
Oh, good. Okay. Awesome.
Imperial Officer 7 says might be going through his second Dark Age soon due to space requirements in my room.
Oh, I am totally feeling you, man, because you know, I have maxed out the space in my family room. And so literally now I'm like, when I'm doing certain things, I'm putting them away into like huge, you know, those huge plastic containers you can get from Walmart. I'm literally putting some sets into those now, because I am freaking not spending another 10 hours building something.
Right.
I'd rather go spend $8 or $10 for something to store it in than go through that again, you know?
I guess the only thing I could say is I have those issues, but I don't feel like I need to go into a dark age. I just take everything apart and I have the bricks. Eventually, you can't have every set that you've ever bought built and displayed. So I take it apart and I build other stuff with it. Therefore, you don't have to go into a dark age of Lego. You just have to go into a dark age of buying new sets and use the Lego you already have. And that way you're not taking up more space because you're using what you already have to build different stuff.
That's a really good point. And you know what? I'm kind of at that point now where I used to because like I said, I came out of my dark age about a year and a half ago, and I had to buy everything because I really, literally my kids had it all. So I had nothing. I started from zero. And so now I feel like, you know what? I have so much Lego now that I need to do more mocks because, you know, I mean, there are only so many places you can put these sets. So like Apocalypseburg, that took me so darn long to build. I went and bought a container for that because I'm like, I am not building that again.
Well, that's one of those keep together sets. That was a phenomenal set. I'm talking about you have these, you can only have so many city vehicles and all that.
Exactly.
Like some of the stuff. And mocking is just a great way to utilize what you already have and still enjoy it. That's what Lego is about. is being able to enjoy the pieces from the sets even after you're done with the set, you know?
Right. And I think honestly, that's when a lot of the really creative stuff happens, is when you start to take things apart or I like to actually modify stuff, because I'm at that point now where like sometimes I'll have a tree from a set and some of the trees are just really lame. They're like really not well built, and I'll just spend an hour or so just redoing the tree so it actually is a good height that you can put in your city, or that you can put with a mock or whatever, so that it actually doesn't make the minifigure look ridiculous.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I do. Like if it's a set that I actually really do like, I'll modify it.
Yeah.
And work on it and make it more mine. If it's a set I don't really care for that much, I'll take it apart and parts and start from scratch, because you never know what you could build. Just putzing around. Sometimes you come up with like, oh my gosh, that looks really cool. I can use this for this. Like Brickhead Family says hashtag all the helicopters. Right. You only need so many helicopters. Right? And it looks like MJ says, I've gotten pretty creative with shelves and tables to maximize space. Yeah, you have to know how to, I guess you got to build up, not out.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, that's good.
So Dareth's Dojo is thinking of what to do for the stop motion contest, and BrickSomniac is used to being ignored. That's funny. Galgate says, BrickSomniac, I used to be ignored at the Hoosier streams as she was new to them, but she just keeps coming until they can't get rid of her.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, the thing is when you first go to different parts of the community, if they're not familiar with who you are, they don't know. But that's why I like to be well versed in as many different parts of the community that I find interesting. So that way, if someone shows up in a stream that they don't usually go to, I usually know who they are.
Yeah, you are just like you are the social butterfly connector of the community, because you're like everywhere.
Right. Well, it's interesting to meet all the different facets, and you find out who you mesh with and who you don't.
Right.
And then you're able to decide who you want to spend your time with, or who you may have something in common with that you didn't know. If you just stay in your tight circle of the same people, you're not utilizing the community. You're not getting everything out of it that you could be. You're kind of at a stalemate. Like you like those people, so you stick with them.
Right.
That can also it can also keep you from meeting people
that might be really interesting. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sure that at first you were like, who's that crazy lady with, I remember you came onto my live stream, like the very first time I ever did a live stream, you were on there, and I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but the name was intriguing and it was funny, and I was like, he's got to have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, your people are quite out of hand, because you had so many little kids in there, and
I didn't know what I was doing.
I knew you were an A-fall, and I'm just like, poor lady, like these kids are just running amok in the chat.
It was pretty crazy. It was the first few streams. I was like, okay, I'm not sure that live streaming is my thing. So I was so happy when I saw you and Chad doing live streams. I was like, okay, that's more my style. Okay, you can actually have a conversation.
Right, and it's definitely if you want to get followed on YouTube, definitely the kids that is the core audience, because they have a lot of time on their hands to watch YouTube, whereas A-falls, we have life, we're taking care of people other than ourselves.
Right.
We're not being taken care of, so we usually need to be very stringent with the time we spend on YouTube, whereas kids have lots of time. So if you want viewership, kids are where it's at. But as an A-fall, I only have so much time to devote to it. So if I do a stream with like Brick Pasta, no offense to kids. I have kids. Kids are great.
Of
But
course. There's
we're
only
taking, that's our time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it would really destroy the stream if we had a bunch of kids in there mucking it up with unnecessary stuff. So it's catch-22. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, totally.
And kids are great, but some people, kids or adults, can be party crashers, and so you just have to be aware of that before you start streaming, because it's part of streaming.
Yeah, and you have to have a few good moderators who are willing to, try to pull people back in line. It's like, okay, maybe we need to calm down here and just focus on having fun with Lego and not the drama.
Yeah, you got to get your top people on that. That's what I learned.
Which makes me laugh. I don't think I've ever made you one, so I definitely, the next time you're in a stream, and I'm gonna just make sure that you're one of my moderators, because I know that you're a dad and you know
Lego dads, moderators since 1945. So there, let's see what they're talking about. Yeah, Brickhead Family breaks down all the odd add-on stuff, like the weapon that was in the Ultimate Dragon set. Yeah, all the side builds and stuff that you don't need. Unless you make them bigger, a lot of the side builds can just get taken apart. Julian's Brick City, you feel ignored? You are not ignored, sir. I love seeing you in streams, and we love our German friends, so do not feel ignored. And Rach has was nice enough to tell us that she's live right now. Okay, I'm also live right now. So Rach, just let you know we're live as well. And
yeah, we're live too, Rach.
Yeah, Rach. And the Brickhead family says, tell me about it. I took the chance on Shop too, and now I have a new lifelong friend. Oh, see, Nick isn't that sweet? So
that is.
Nick was live streaming, and I watched their stuff. That's how I got into the community. Basically, was Nick took a chance and let me into his live stream on the panel without knowing me, except for from comment sections of his videos and live streams he had done. And now Nick and I are like inseparable brothers. So
I can't say thick as thieves. That would be wrong.
Right. We're as thick as thieves who don't steal.
There you go. Thieves who don't steal. I love it.
We're like Robin Hoods.
Oh, there you go. Robin Hood.
Steal from the rich and give to the poor.
There you go.
Prick Somniac made a joke. You made the mistake of allowing the chop in. Now you can't get rid of them. Juan.
Oh, so funny. Yes.
So funny, Juan. I'll leave. I don't care, Juan. Are you challenging me? Because I don't want to hear you cry when I'm gone.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I literally have all the pieces built, and now I have to go back and figure out how to make sure right. How are you doing, by the way? You must be done.
Mine's done.
Yeah, I bet you are. Oh.
I don't know how yours is so far from being done. Do I need to come over there?
Yes, I do need you to come over.
Give me some of the pieces, Vickie, through the screen.
Answer that phone. Oh man.
Supposed to be first ring.
My husband's in trouble. That was 2 rings. 2 rings. That's not good.
2 rings is too many.
That's right. That's right. All right.
Imperial.
Let's see if I can put this together now. Oh gosh. You know what's funny is, like, if you did it right, like, all the coffee cups should be in the right place, but I know my coffee cups are not going to be in the right place. I can see it already. It's like they're totally like something's going to be messed up. So
no, just
it's quite amusing, guys, to see how
all the clips and ball joints snap together and you're done.
All right, so I want to see yours. So you go ahead and talk and show me yours.
Okay, I'm going to show you mine. Here it is. Emmet's triple decker couch mech. It looks like there's these wing things on the back. I'm not really sure of what those do other than looking cool.
Oh, wow.
He uses his coffee cups to steer the mech, which I think is pretty neat.
That's so cool.
Those are the levers. And then he's got the shoulder pauldrons are very cool. I like those. They're not supposed to go up and down, but they could, if you wanted them to, go up and down. Then you've got the claw hand, which is neat for grabbing stuff. And then the saw blade hand.
Woo!
there's like this little lever in the back, or it's a little handle in the back. Maybe it doesn't do anything, but it might be just to hold it. And then his legs are really cool, actually. They're on ball joints at where they meet at the body, and then they have those ratcheted joints for the feet and the knees. So while you can't get a lot of movement at the hips, the knees and feet have tons of movement. So for like stop motions and stuff, you can get leg motion. And there's even a seat underneath him with 2 coffee cups where you could put a co-pilot. So I'm going to grab a minifigure and maybe stick the minifigure down there and see how that looks. And the problem with the second seat is that it's just a tile. So there's no connection point for the other figure, but you can easily remedy that by taking the tile out and putting in a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 tile. And that would, then your guy could sit down there comfortably and not fall out every time the mech moves. The legs could use a little bit better. I haven't played around with the articulation. They could be better, but you know what? I think they're pretty good for what we got here for the size of the set. They kind of remind me of like legs a cricket or grasshopper would have. They're very interesting looking. I'm trying to see what I can do with the articulation while you work on yours.
Awesome.
Maybe see what my options are here, because I'd like to get a walking pose out of it, but I don't want to break it. I'm trying to get it to do that because I've been known to break stuff while I'm trying to show it to people. It's kind of my thing. Yeah, the weight issue, it's very top heavy. So the feet are wide, but the legs are very skinny. So the top heaviness does affect how you can pose it, but you can get a good little walking pose out of it. So it looks like it's coming towards you. And let's try to seat a guy in there. We'll do that. And Lego Movie 3 will feature a quadruple decker couch. There we go. You can only get better.
Let's hope not.
Brickhead family. Juan is also known as Bapple. Yep. Bapple instead of Apple. Oh, is Brick Samniak Juan? Really? I thought they gave him a nickname. No, his first name's Juan. And Julia Tation says, sorry, you've been ignored. Yeah. Legomaniac, yeah, he does. And actually, I asked him this on his stream. So he breaks down everything. He breaks down his sets, but keeps the pieces and instructions for the set together and then puts it away to save on space. And then he can rebuild it later if he wants. So when he does mocks or anything like that, he doesn't use the pieces from his sets. He buys Lego separately just for the mocks instead of using. So he keeps all his sets, the pieces together for later. Boxes them up, the bags them, boxes them, and stores them. So if he wants to rebuild it later, he can do so, which is interesting because not a lot of people do it that way. I personally like having the sets sorted so that the pieces sorted so that I can build other stuff with it. I couldn't really rationalize keeping the sets unbuilt together because a lot of them I will never want to build again, and I just know that.
Yeah, yep.
And the ones that I really like, I don't even bother taking apart usually.
Yeah, that's true.
With my vintage stuff, like with the stuff from my childhood, that I do what Legomaniac does. If I take it apart, I will keep all the parts together since they are vintage parts, and I don't want to mix them in with modern parts. And I'll keep them in a bag with the instructions labeled the set numbers so that I can rebuild it, because those were the same exact sets I played with as a kid, and I do not want them mixed in with my Lego that I'm building mocks with, because you don't know, it's not fun to look through a bunch of yellow brick looking at each piece to see what time era it was produced in just by visually verifying it. It's not fun.
Right.
But yeah, there's lots of different ways to save on space, and you just got to find what works for you. And you got to, what I do now is instead of just buying whatever, I only go after sets I really want. And actually right now, most of the sets I really want on my wish list are all older sets. So they're not even in the stores, which then that helps me not go to the store and buy stuff that I don't need to be buying. Because if you go to the store, then you see something and you'll buy it, even if it wasn't on the top of your list. So
that is a very good point. You got it.
So yeah, there's a lot of retired sets I want, and some of them I will try to find them used to save on cost, and then buy the parts I need. Like say it's an incomplete set, I'll buy it used and then get the parts from Bricklink to finish the set. I did that with a couple Monster Fighter sets I wanted. I got 2 sets used for $12, and they weren't complete, but the parts I got, I sourced them on Bricklink from one seller, had all the parts I needed to complete both sets. And so I saved a fortune because these sets, this one alone used goes for over $12 usually, plus shipping. So I paid $12 for both the sets, and I think I had to spend $6 on Bricklink to get the parts that were missing. So I got 2 sets for less than one of the sets would have costed complete and used. So you got to be smart about what you're spending, and you don't need to buy every set that comes out because really, are you gonna love them all? No,
Probably not.
Casey the Hut is right. I am a sucker. That's why if I don't go to the store, it's good. If I see stuff on clearance, if it's marked down, I will buy it even if I don't want it because the parts. I will, even if I don't care about the set at all. I have a lot of sets that I bought just for parts because they were so cheap. It was cheaper than buying the parts on Bricklink or buying the parts on the Pick-a-Brick wall. Sometimes clearance sets are the way to go if you want to build mocks.
Yeah, that is so true.
It's just financially a good thing to do. And Imperial Officer, any interest in classic space? I have a huge interest in classic space. You know what? I think I ignored something Gallagate asked a long time ago about what was next to my Nexo Knights set. And I read it and then I got sidetracked. I don't know which Nexo Knight set you meant, Gallagate, if you're still here. But Classic Space was my childhood. Let me see if I can grab some of those to show you. Imperial Brick Officer, or Imperial Officer. Sorry, I said brick because most people have brick in their name. Oh, a couple minutes.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm literally so close, but it's just not wanting to stay together here. So I am very close. Very close, but it's looking pretty pathetic. I'm not sure I have the right pieces going the right way, but we shall see. I'm sure compared to yours, it's not right.
Well, for the shoulders,
something's wrong somewhere. We'll see.
So the shoulders, the blue piece, that the Technic pin, those should be facing towards the back of the sofa, not.
Yeah, I got them facing towards the back, and I've got the arms on, and now it's just a matter of getting the legs on. But it's honestly.
So the legs are going to be your ball joints.
Yeah, I got one all set, but I think I forgot to build one of them. I think I forgot to build one of the legs. So that's why my guy is like a one-legged guy.
That's not going to be good in battle.
That's not going to be good, but it may have to suffice for this particular video. I don't know.
Here's some of my childhood space sets for your viewing pleasure, Imperial.
Cool.
I always liked this one when I was a kid. He's like, Q, Q, Q. And so these are all the ones from my childhood. I've been working on building all of them. My mom saved all my Lego from when I was a kid. So I go over there and I get out the instructions and build these sets little by little. Here's my M-Tron. Magnets. Love the M-Tron. Here's some Ice Planet. with the
Ooh, excellent. Yeah, you got some cool sets.
chainsaw. Here's my first. This is the first Futuron set that I ever got. And the thing that's neat about this are the white chalice cups. Those came in very few sets, so it was cool. I still had both of them. I didn't lose them when I was a kid, so those would have been hard to replace. That was my first Futuron, and a bunch more Mtron in here. But yes, I grew up with classic space. So, oh, here's one. This was one of the first ones I ever bought, and this is like a little buggy with like a little, the back comes off for like a little computer and tool area, and that's neat. This is my childhood here.
This is your childhood. This is my childhood.
It's neat to hold your childhood in your hands, and
yeah, you're lucky that you still have those sets. Those are awesome.
Yeah, luckily my mom's a hoarder. Yay, hoarders! Okay.
Yeah, right. It's a good thing. Hoarding's a good thing.
It can be. Depends on what you're hoarding. If it's old newspapers, probably not that cool.
Fire hazard.
Yeah. Old newspapers and rat droppings are not fun to hoard.
Right. That is not a good thing.
But yes, those, and I also have my old train sets from when I was a kid, my old city set, my old pirate sets. Oh, Galgade likes the old sets. Yeah, I could do probably a video just on the old sets I have. At Philly, I tried to finish my Blacktron base, and I was missing like 3 parts that I didn't bring from my mom's, so I couldn't finish building it. But I got to go to mom's and get those 3 parts. That's a big set, so it's hard to get all. It was hard to get all the parts together. So, and Indigo helped me. I think she put in a substitute part for one of the parts. So, Tayshawn's heading out. See you later.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Tayshawn.
Casey the Hut says, I search for mad deals, nothing specific. If I don't want them for my collection, I flip them to make money for the ones I do. And MJ says, yeah, that's a good idea. It is a good idea. If you don't want them for the parts, yeah, you can buy something and sell it and use the money to get a set you do want. You just got to remember that you can't buy everything, so don't try, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think that's really good advice for people because, you know, you go bankrupt if you try to buy everything. I mean, unless you're like uber rich and like right. Dr. McBrick buys everything.
Yeah.
It's some good money because he buys everything. I'm like, wow, you're buying that again, man.
I know. Jealous. But you know what? There is something bad about that, and that gives the wrong impression, and some people get down on themselves or feel bad because they can't afford to buy everything, and you shouldn't feel bad because
I agree.
Not everybody can, and that is part of it is, you know, pick what you really want and buy what you really want and spend your money, your hard-earned money on something you're going to love, and don't worry about what you don't have. Be thankful and grateful for what you do have because you're lucky to have what you have.
That's right. That's right.
There are people.
I'm just going to let you know that I'm going to finish doing this because I literally have to go back and take something apart. So I'm going to finish doing this off screen because I don't want to keep everybody all day. But I do want to show you this cool guy. I thought this was awesome. Isn't that an awesome mech?
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was thinking about getting that one.
I totally love it. I saw it on somebody's stream like, I don't know, months ago. And I thought, you know what? I really need that. That is so cool. And so it's not quite the same, but I love all the different mechs they've been putting together. So I just think this is a really neat one.
Yeah, I love mechs too. That looks really cool. And I love the creator sets.
Yeah.
Talking about being on a budget, the creator sets that Lego puts out that are available in the stores are so good value for the price per part ratio. They give you a lot of parts and they give it to you for a really good price, less than 10 cents a part, usually about 5 cents a part. If you want more bang for your buck, the creator sets are the way to go because Lego, they put reasonable prices on those sets. And they're fun and they usually have 3 builds like Vickie said. You can build 3 different things, so you get more bang for your buck. and they're creative, and hence the name.
Yeah, I do like those. And it's hard sometimes to choose which one that you want to build. So sometimes, because they're pretty inexpensive, these smaller ones are pretty expensive. Sometimes I'll go buy 2 or 3 of them because, you know, like I think it was the Jeep or something, like the Creator summertime Jeep thing. That was just so cute. I had to buy a couple of those because
The one with the winch in the front?
yeah, it was really cool. So I like the fact that they make them reasonably priced so that if you like more than one version of it, you can go ahead and get another one.
Right. And that's, yeah, the shark one. And this is the 4th build, the whale. And me and Brick Pasta did the 4th build, which you have to go online for the instructions. But the whale, like, they have 4th builds that are online instructions, and sometimes those are some of the stronger builds. They save them.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, this whale is gorgeous, and this wasn't even one of the instructions that came in the box. But
yeah, that's nice.
They have 4th builds, and just really neat. I mean, this is better than the other 2 builds, I thought.
I think so too. I think it's more interesting looking than the other 2.
He
So
looks like a whale.
it totally does.
So, I mean, those are good bang for your buck sets. And it's okay. So Vickie, or not Vickie, sorry, Galligade says Imperial Officer is going to Bricks by the Bay. That's cool. I've heard of that. Galligade was asking, okay, the set in question, this one, Galligade, the tall Fright Night set that I got at Philly, the castle from 1997 that I got at Philly, is, yes, this was my,
oh, that's beautiful.
this was my score at Philly, and this thing has play features galore. So let me see if I can get a good camera.
Wait a minute. Was that a set, or was that a mock? I mean, that's
no, this is a set. I got it with the box and instructions for the retail cost of what it sold for in 97.
Wow.
Which is amazing because it goes for like $400 online with the box used. So I got it. This is the set. It's the Fright Nights Night Lord's Castle. And it was 100% complete. It looked like it was never played with.
That is cool.
The pieces and minifigures were in pristine condition. Someone bought it, built it, took it apart, and never touched it again.
Oh my gosh, you are so lucky. That's so cool.
There's the retail from 1997. It says $79.99 from Kmart, and that's what I paid for it at Philly Brick Fest from the only Brick Revolution. So, and this is one of those boxes that flips open. The old boxes that flip open with the little, let's see if I can get that in the shot without.
Oh boy, I just realized something. I have got to find, hold on a second.
You didn't see what just happened, did you? Half the castle fell down and broke on the floor. Okay.
So I just saw a comment, so I gotta respond to this comment. So this is let's see, who is this saying this? Hold on a second.
Okay, I'm holding.
This is Casey the Hut. Right. I love some other sets, but blah 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 blah. Nope, that's not the one. Okay, where's the comment here? Okay, it's Jake's Portal Obsession. In England, we are getting a lot of Lego rain, Vickie. Seriously, we are getting a lot of rain. So I think we have to have a little bit of Lego rain. It's probably a little loud, but at least we gotta shout out to Jake's Portal for making that comment, because yeah, we love Lego rain around here. You know it.
And I just drop tested half of my castle.
Oh, what?
So half of this castle, I was trying to make room to show you the box and show you the inside flap of the box because it's.
Oh no!
And half of the castle fell off the table. Here's the back of the box.
Oh no!
They don't do this anymore. Look at the back of the box is amazing. The instructions. This was probably the best thing I got at Philly.
What's happening? Oh no!
Now I have to rebuild it. So I got that going for me.
Oh boy, I'm sorry, man.
I do it all the time. I've been doing it since last year, 72-hour. I show something, I drop it, and then I have to rebuild it. This one I did not want to drop though because the pieces are so old and they are in such good condition. I did not want them to break.
Oh man.
They're harder to replace the vintage parts, but I'll show you the witch. She's really neat. Since I have to put her back together, I might as well give you she has a cape and a red trans wand. Let me see if I can get her to focus. And here, I'll pull back. Is she focused? Here she is. I think she's focused.
Kind of. No.
Okay, let me try again. Now I can see what I'm doing. So
Yeah, pull back a little more.
I had it. Oh, blurry. Come on. Oh, right when it gets in focus, it gets out. There.
There you go.
Hi, kids. It's me, Witchy Poo. And then, so you got her. I was going to show you all the play features because there's like 10 play features on this castle. Now that it's smashed, no one gets to see the play features. So we'll save that for another day.
You're going to have to do a separate video on it. That's
There's
all.
tons of trap doors and like the spinning doors, like a spinning fireplace that spins so you can like go through a secret passage, and lots of magical bits. And there's a black dragon with red transparent wings. It's a cool set.
I can see why you got that set. It's amazing.
Well, I couldn't believe the price I got it for because I figured it was going to be some outrageous price, right? And then when he told me what he wanted for it, I was like, oh, yeah.
You know, I honestly think sometimes getting a used set is a really good idea because the bricks are going to be old anyway, whether they're in the box or they're, been played with. And frankly, you can get it for so much less usually if you like the Indiana Jones set I got a couple like last year, I think it was. I love that set, but going for new, it was like $300 and I was like,
my gosh,
no
yeah.
way I'm doing that. So I found a used one and it was like $87. I was like, yeah, I'll pay $87 for that.
Right. And the magic is like, sure, back in the day, if you bought a used set before the internet, there was a good chance you'd never be able to get those parts that you were missing if it was. But now with BrickLink, you can go and buy the exact parts. If there's like 3 parts missing, you might have them if they're common, or you can order them from BrickLink, and literally you have a full set just as good as a brand new one for a fraction of the price.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Because some of those sets, like, they cost that much, and it's like, if you pay that much for a new set, you almost don't want to open it because of how much money you spent on it.
I know, right?
Once you open a sealed set that's out of print, like if this would have been sealed, the value of it gets cut way back. It's like a car. Once you drive it off the lot, it's worth less than what you paid for it.
Yeah. So it was the Indiana Jones skeleton. Temple of the Crystal Skull. That's what it was. I love that set. I saw it on somebody's channel once, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've got to get that set. It's just too cool." Because I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones stuff. So
wasn't that your first live stream? What you were building?
I think it was actually. I think you're right.
Yep, that's what you were. If you want to see her build it, she is working on that on her first live stream ever, which is still available for viewing on her channel.
Well, long time ago. That's right. Yeah, that is a cool, I wish, sometimes I wish they'd bring them back, but I know they can't. But that one was an awesome, really awesome set with some really cool, like mini figures, but also just some good play features, It had some great play features. So I think, sometimes I think the older sets, they were more into the play features than some of these newer sets.
Yeah, well, because they had to rely more heavily on built-in play features because they didn't have the easy way out now for the play features is the spring missiles, the stud shooters, all that stuff, which I don't really care for. I love the integrated play features like this one. The portcullis goes up and down. You know what I mean? So you can shut the gate and not let anyone in.
Oh, cool.
They have trap doors in the floor, and a lot of the things are integrated, so you can't even tell they're play features. And now they're so used to using the shooters and stuff that they don't have to work on play features anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's right. That I think they just don't focus on it anymore. But I think the castle sets, those were magical. You know, those castle sets and also the pirate sets, all of that
Right.
magical. Those were so much fun. My kids had a blast playing with that stuff.
Right. You get to play. You get to play in a realm outside of your day-to-day life. Stuff.
Yeah.
You get to go on a pirate ship, like vicariously through the Lego. You get to ride a horse to the castle.
Exactly.
So that's more fun to me than I guess maybe if I drive a forklift for a living. So building a forklift, I like it, but at the same time, I don't think it would be that as fun because it's what I do when I'm not at home. So
yeah, the some of the sets that they have for building now, like I have to say, once in a while I like building vehicles, but there's so many vehicle sets. Like the helicopter sets, I haven't found one helicopter set that I think is cool, except I think the one that came with the Jurassic World set last year was better than a lot of the other ones.
okay, like that bigger one.
Yeah, that was better.
Those are kind of neat. Yeah. I mean, but they do give you, because it's for the kids and the kids want vehicles and helicopters. Yeah, it's an AFOL problem. Hashtag AFOL problems. We get way too many helicopters, way too many vehicles. It's like we as AFOLs, okay, that's not what we're buying it for, but we have to understand that's what the kids want. They do what do they call that? Where they test it with the kids before they make the product or before they sell the product, and kids like that. So the focus,
you're absolutely right. But it is kind of fun to get all the dinosaurs. I do love all the dinosaurs. I just think they're just really cool looking.
Yeah, they're fun. And they go up. Like, they definitely, if you don't buy them when they're out, don't plan on getting them later, because the secondary market price on those once they're off the shelves is not, it's not something you want to buy later. Let's just say that. If you're not buying those dinosaurs for retail, you're going to get gouged. So
right.
That's a tip on the dino.
Hey, Lady Brick Skater, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. And Imperial Officer 07, sorry you have to go, but we totally get it.
See you later.
So nice to just stay in there and hang in with us. And I think Adorable finally went to sleep. She probably had to.
I hope so.
I know.
It's got to be like 4 a.m. there now.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Imperial Officer. It was great talking to you. And
awesome.
Hi, Lady Brick Skater. She's another. I think she's from Norway or Finland or where over there.
She's got to be with a name like Brick Skater, right?
Yeah. And look at the portcullis is fun on the castle Gallagade. You're right. Oh, Vickie Gallagade wants to know if you bought any of the AFOL sets from Bricklink.
That's what I was talking about with Dr. McBrick. He bought that really cool shooting gallery, which was really neat. I just, I have so many things now. It's like I'm not, unless I'm totally in love with something, I'm not buying it. So no, I did not buy any of those AFOL sets. I just, like I said, I can't even put everything out now that I have. And so it's got to be super tempting. So for me, so I hear true confession here. I love the Harry Potter stuff. So I actually went ahead and bought the clock tower ahead of time, and I paid $30 for it. That's so stupid. But I really love it, and I want to have it as part. So I do want to do a review on that one. So I'm being kind of choosy about which ones I buy now, Gade, just because you just can't buy it all. It's like, even if you could buy everything that came out, where the heck would you keep it all?
Right.
So
those are stuff you wouldn't want to dismantle and put in with your parts because they're kind of special. And so
so I've actually been holding off on showing my Lego Adventure World, but I'm getting close to the point where I want to show it. And so one of the things I'll do, I have my Harry Potter corner, not quite the way I want it, but it's getting close. I need to order some more gray rock pieces because, you can never have enough gray rock pieces when you've got, you have the Harry Potter castle and stuff like that. So, but when the clock tower comes, I'm going to show that part of my adventure world down here. And I do think at some point we've got some more lighting coming. I've been holding off on doing a Lego room tour because the lighting in this family room is just not that great. It's a bunch of recessed lighting, and so on the camera it doesn't show up as well. So I have my new iPhone 10, and I've got some extra lighting coming. So I'm pretty soon I'm going to do a whole Lego room tour. And one of the things that I've been working on is the entry to the amusement park is really looking cool. I basically made it into sort of the shape of a ship, like a pirate ship, because our theme is like pirates, because I just love the pirate theme.
Yeah.
And when they came out with that pirate roller coaster, I was like, okay, that's going to be my theme. I just love that.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And so anyway, long story short, I didn't get any of those, but I did a naughty and got the clock tower ahead of time. So that should be here, like it should be here any day. So I'm going to do an unboxing and, then get that built hopefully pretty quickly, because I'm not doing as many set reviews, because I do feel the same way that you do. It's like how many people don't want to watch set reviews over and over and over. I mean, people are polite and they'll do that, just to help you out on your channel. But I don't think that's what people really want. If they're super into the set reviews, they've probably seen it on Jang already.
Right.
And, they've probably seen it on M&R or some, they've seen it somewhere.
Right.
So
they usually have a channel that they go to because that channel does the reviews straight away.
And frankly, what I've noticed lately is you actually cannot get them faster than those channels get them. They're getting them directly from Lego sometimes. So they'll have it a good 2 weeks before you can even buy it on the market.
Right.
It's like for smaller channels, you're trying to compete with somebody who's already got 500,000 views on it because they got it 2 weeks ahead of everybody.
Right. And a lot of them are buying it like from the countries they're made in.
Yes.
A lot of them will pay extra
yes.
because they're making money anyway. So they use that money they make to buy the sets ahead of time from the Kladno in whatever Yugoslavia.
Right.
So it's like you can't compete with that. And
exactly. So I only review the sets I really like. Frankly, right. I'm not going to play the game of trying to review everything because it's impossible. You can't do it.
Well, and then it's a labor of love anyway.
Yes.
Then you're doing it because you are passionate about the set, and that's what matters. Some of these people, they're just doing reviews on the set because they're expected to, and you know what? That would get sickening anyway. And just for your own personal enjoyment, you're reviewing sets you don't care about. What fun is that? Why not?
It's fun, and it shows in your review. So
right. Review the sets you love, and people are going to be like, "Wow, she's excited about that set. That set seems like it might have some things I like about it," and that's
exactly.
Cool. I prefer those reviews over other ones. So
Brickhead Family says that's why we gave up on set reviews.
Right. It isn't a viable choice unless you want to try to play that game, and there's already some big boys playing it. So
yeah,
that's kind of an unrealistic goal.
Yep. Actually, absolutely. So if it doesn't fit into your Lego world, then it's probably a waste of your time and money if you're trying.
And you're just going to make yourself miserable. Why make yourself miserable?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like Brickzar says, do what you love and love what you do, and it shows in your content. So if you're doing something to try to get views or try to make it big, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
So we have a couple of questions here about what is BrickTubersNetwork. So
that's because did you see Jake's portal upset? Why isn't Chop in BrickTubersNetwork? That's
okay,
funny.
so let me just explain what it is, and then you guys will have a sense for it's just a collection of AFOLs. It's a collection of BrickTubers that we just kind of started our channels at the same time, a lot of us, and we've grown, except for JC, who's like a crazy grower. He's like at 7,000 almost. We've kind of grown at the same level, and we just connected. And JC and GJ Bricks, they basically invited us. They invited us to be part of the BrickTubers network. So it's an invitation only kind of thing, because otherwise you'll have like everybody in it and it won't mean anything. So what BrickTubers is trying to do is we're trying to provide quality content for people. And like once a month we do a live stream where 3 or 4 of us from the Tubers network will get together and we'll kind of do what we're doing right now. We'll talk about Lego and what's coming up, or, you know, something that's important to us. And so it's not meant to be, you know, it's just meant to be a collection of people that are serious about it and that want to connect the Lego community together. And so right now there's only 8 of us. I think there's 7 actually. There's only 7 of us right now, but there'll be more. There'll be more. It's just we're, you know, if somebody's going to be invited into that community to be part of that group, they have to be approved by everybody. And so it's not that, you know, we don't want to have lots more people in the BrickTubers network. There will definitely be more. It's just right now we're just getting our legs under us. We're just getting our, you know, feet wet. And so we're just trying to be a place where you can expect quality and you know what you're going to get when you see BrickTubers network, you know it's going to be a certain level of quality. If that answers, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it's a secret society. It's a secret society. The initiation process. It was too stringent of initiation process for me. I was like, okay, I can't. You know, it's just too much. It's very the hazing is out of hand. It's hard to join. But I'm just kidding. All kidding aside, yes, it's a society of Lego YouTubers, and a lot of them did start their channels around the same time. And you know, not being included in it shouldn't make people feel unincluded, because guess what? I'm not a part of it. It doesn't bother me, and I can do the same things they're doing without being a part of it.
Absolutely.
And that's not. It's not about to uninclude people. It's not to make people feel not included. It's to show some camaraderie and some backing of peers in the community, and they're saying we want to work together. We have similar intentions. We have similar content things that we want to present. We want it to be family orientated. We want it to we want to have certain guidelines that we live by with our content, and we're all working together to make that a reality. So I don't think anyone should be like, well, why am I not a part, or why is he not a part? And really, to be honest, that's just something they're doing, and it's just fun. It's not excluding anyone. So I mean,
yeah, MJ Bricks just said it well. Alignment of goals. Yeah, absolutely. And over time, we're going to invite a lot more people to be involved, but, you know, we don't know everyone yet either, you know, because we're fairly new. I mean, I just happened to meet Buttchop and just, you know, thought he was such a fun guy that we connected. And a lot of you that are in the stream, I've connected with you in different ways, and Buttchop has. And it just so happened that a couple of the guys were like, you know, we should have a network where we promote family values and we promote, you know, like helping each other to grow. And so that's all it is.
It's just a show of unity. Hi, Rogue Empire. And it's a show of unity. And guess what?
Uh-oh. There's one.
Yeah, so basically, it's a new gang out there. Yep, it's a quality content gang. And you know, if you have a problem with it, start your own faction. I mean, you could be the Brick Federation, the YouTuber Brick Federation of aligned
I love it.
Of aligned plates and tiles. I don't know.
The Brick Federation, that's so funny. That's a great name.
Yeah, it's like you and Pasta Dad stream. Galagate says she doesn't feel excluded because she's a mom and she still comes to the dad stream. And like we've said in our dad streams, moms have one of the hardest jobs in the world. So they are all way more than welcome at a Lego dad stream, because guess what? Without dads or without Lego moms, there's no such thing as a Lego dad. So guess what? There is no Lego moms, just as, if not more important than Lego dads. Sometimes we get to have more fun and they do a lot of the work.
That's right. So yeah, that's I'm glad that I hope that you guys, you know, get that we're just trying to do something good. We're not trying to exclude anyone at all. And it's just an alignment of goals. I like that. That's perfect, MJ. That was a great description. So I hate to say this, but it is 3:30 and I literally have to go to work in an hour. So unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to, we're going to have to say goodbye to you guys, but you guys have been awesome. And Butt Shop, thank you for joining in. And I'm glad you got yours built. I'm going to have to and figure out where I went wrong, somewhere I went wrong, but
yep, back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board,
That's okay. We had fun.
There.
We had fun. We went over the time we wanted to, but you know what? When you're having fun, that happens. Thanks for having me. And I'm really angry that I'm not part of your gang or whatever.
Hey, we know why you're not part of the gang, because you're your own gang.
Right, I'm a one-man gang.
You're your own gang. That's right. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Jake's Portal Obsessions, Lady Brick Skater, Gailagade. You're awesome. You're so
MJ,
and
MJ, Nick from the
Rogue Empire, and Nick.
So many. We couldn't even name you all. There's so many of you.
MJ Bricks. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging in there with us for the last hour and a half. It's really cool. So I'm gonna disconnect the live feed. So thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Wait a second, Butt Shop. I'm gonna make you a moderator right now.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Now I have the
meaning to do
responsibility.
that. I keep forgetting to do that. So all
the
right.
responsibility is mine.